to see the culture kind of shift towards doing the little things right has been something that I'm glad to have been a part of.
It's the birthday boy, Jimbo Fisher, next to me. Happy birthday.
That's over with.
Control what you can control. That's how you play, how you think, and what you do. That's grow here. That's grow as a team.
He is gone. Touchdown, Isaiah Spiller from 48 yards.
You go dominate the game. Put your will upon it. Put your will upon me. One play at a time.
Yeah, very good.
Do what you do. Do what we do. Love, trust, and believe in each other. Let's go have fun. Play action football. Let's go right here. Finish on 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
Now we welcome Texas A&M running back Isaiah Spiller to TOL. My question for you is, I can't watch an A&M game without seeing your dad in the stands. That relationship, I could tell, means a lot to you, both to father and to son. How big has his influence been on you as you go through your career at A&M?
His influence has been really big for me just throughout my life, teaching me the ways of football, handing me the ball first, teaching me how to catch, run. Without him, I probably wouldn't be playing football, so I'll just thank him for everything he's done for me.
Isaiah Spiller, thanks for your time. Stay healthy this season, and good luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
There's an old saying, like father, like son. And that couldn't be any more true than with running back Isaiah Spiller and his dad, Fred, who played at A&M nearly 20 years ago.
And I had all my jerseys in the house. I watched A&M games every Saturday. He would, when I could make him sit down, because he was such an active kid growing up, I would try to get him to sit down and watch the games with me. I took him to games. So he's always, he would have on A&M paraphernalia, jackets, shirts. So he's always known about A&M his whole life.
Following in his father's footsteps on the gridiron, Isaiah would ultimately stay close to home and play for Texas A&M and their new head coach, Jimbo Fisher.
Just seeing his offense and how his running backs evolved and how they catch the ball, block, and running, that was just the main point of the offense. And I thought I could be that guy.
I said, Coach Fisher, that's the guy you want to play for. And I said, but I'm not going to force you to do anything. I said, you got to make your own decision. And then he called me. He said, Dad, I think I'm going to A&M.
Once at A&M, Isaiah would be thrust into action earlier than expected.
So without Jayshon Corbin, their starting running back on the field, Isaiah Spiller, true freshman in at running back.
You know, he got thrown into the fire right off the bat. By the third game, he's a starter after we had an injury, and that was a tough thing to do. And it's paid off right now in his development. That's no doubt.
Last time out, Spiller tied an A&M freshman rushing record with 3 touchdowns. The first 2 went for 50 and 60 yards, respectively.
He's about 6 foot, 225, and he's built like a brick house, so he's going to be a really good back.
Spiller, touchdown, Texas A&M.
Isaiah quickly became a top back his freshman year. The coaches and the country are aware of his talents.
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good jump cut guy. He has power. He can drop his pads. He can run away from you. But he has the ability to jump cut and get sideways and get back north-south, which is very important in his zone schemes.
And he has the ability to make that first guy miss. And he has the ability to make guys miss downfield.
He plays with such intensity and strength that you can see that his offensive line likes blocking for him. His quarterback likes getting him the ball in positions where he can succeed. And he's shown more versatility than I expected, especially coming out of the backfield.
Cuts it back, has a first down and more. He's got a touchdown and the lead for A&M.
He already has a resume of a great SEC back, and each and every game he seems to add to that.
I felt like year 1 to year 2, his body changed, and even more year 2 to year 3. He looks much sleeker now. Definitely has a little bit more ability to run away from you now than he did when he was first playing here at A&M. So he's a guy, too, that I think has seen ways that he needs to improve physically, and he's been able to do that, and that's helped him become one of the best backs in the league.
He's a good back, but he knows he can be a lot better. And that's one of the encouraging things about him. He's willing to put the work in to become even better every day. He's nowhere near satisfied with what he has accomplished and what he's done.
Isaiah's success on the field has given him a confidence off the field unlike any other. At practice, he's locked in, and he'll let you know it, too.
See that speed on that run? That's how you run, boy.
On to South Carolina. I know some of you may not have been here after the Alabama game for our wrap-up meeting, but again, what a great environment we had against Alabama. Our operations were done at an extremely high level, so thank you to everybody who helped execute that. Of course, winning is the paramount piece of all that, but we did a great job along the way. So just thank you to everyone again for great effort in the Alabama game. But we move forward to South Carolina. 6:39 will be our actual kickoff foot to ball time, SEC Network. Primetime crew is back. It'll be the same TV crew we had for the Mississippi State game back a few weeks, just beginning of the month.
Behind the scenes, a real team works to have everything ready for another game day at Kyle Field. Every facet, from transportation to the Corps cadets, meets to make sure the fans' experience is top-notch. After restrictions a season ago, the stadium is back to full capacity, meaning all of the 12th man's power is on display.
I haven't been on the road hardly at all, especially last football season. Mostly I'm calling the games from my basement, and if there are fans in the stadium, mostly it's less than 25%, most spots. And so I hadn't seen what we all love about energetic fan bases. I hadn't seen a fan base impact a game. And we're rolling here from Mississippi State, and there's 90,000, but there are 90,000 that are invested in the game.
That was a really cool Saturday if you think back, because I think that was the first chance in about a year and a half that multiple SEC schools got a chance to show off what their stadiums could be. It just felt like kind of the roster of SEC stadiums able to say, look, we're back, this is how it's supposed to be. And honestly, I don't remember what they announced the capacity for that Mississippi State game, but it felt like a massive game.
In the middle of that game, I just kind of took it all in, which is, it's hard to stop and smell the flowers when you're sprinting through a broadcast, but I said, this is what college football is supposed to be all about.
And I think a lot of that was, it hadn't been that for the previous year. First time you had a big opponent here at home through COVID, and it got loud, it got raucous, it was just a cool environment.
The last time the Aggies took to this field, everything was perfect. When the current of electricity flowing back and forth from the team to the 12th man peaks, nothing in college football can match Kyle Field's energy.
It's not hyperbole, but it's unmatched. It's unrivaled, and it's not just the attendance, right? It's not just the fact that they're here, it's that they're dialed into the game. They stand the entire game. The cheers are unique. The atmosphere is unique.
We make the 12th man get loud. That's what we got to understand, and that's what players got to understand. The 12th man, you know, just because you have great home field fans, you still got to play well. And the better you play, the louder they get. And that's the thing you got in. And when that stadium's like that, you know, it's the best one in this country by far.
The passion, everything that went into it, the way you could tell people cared, immediately I said to myself that that's an SEC feel, all of it.
You know, they come out every single game just cheering us on, celebrating with us whenever it's time.
This is what you dream of, you know, playing at a big time school, and then with a huge stadium, you know what I'm saying? That's just something that you always dream of a little kid, and now you getting to live it out here.
The Pulse, Texas A&M football, is presented by Gallery Furniture, free delivery today, and by 44 Farms, proud sponsor of Fighting Texas Aggie Athletics.
You got business to take care of right now, okay? Had a great week of practice. Now you got to finish this season off. Each week is its own season. Finish this season off right here. Climax with a great game, great focus on what you got to do, okay? Again, nothing changes, guys. Nothing changes. The process is the key. One play at a time, one situation at a time, one moment at a time. Learn from the last one. Good, bad, indifferent. Let it go. Play the next one. We got to impose our will upon them in our house from the first play to the last play. Give them no hope. Play our game.
Aggies are about to come out, and once again, an outstanding atmosphere here at Kyle Field. Onto the field come the Fighting Texas Aggies, led by the 12th man.
Kyle is rocking again. The Aggies bring the energy from the opening kick.
Got past that first level and knocked out of bounds by Caden Davis at the 35-yard line. It's a tight end screen to Bell, and it's blown up by Antonio Johnson. Man, Antonio has been so good this year. And he got back to the original line of scrimmage before he is crumpled to the ground. Terrific tackle there by Michael Clemens.
This drive will stall, and they'll be forced to punt it away.
Left footer. Kicks it a backwards end over end, fielded by Anias at his own 5. Outside the numbers, now to the 10, cuts to the left side, at the hashes, to the 20, 25, 30. Anias middle of the field, now outside the hashes. Anias, he could go all the way. Anias 5 cuts inside, 95-yard punt return for a touchdown. Aggies!
About a 95-yarder, wasn't it?
Wow! Anias Smith electrifying, and Sub-Zero just heated up Kyle Field. Wow!
You caught it? I was like, no. I was like, good. I thought you was going to go let it go. Finally got down.
The Aggie defense is downright punishing, leaving Carolina's offense lifeless. This defense is giving the A&M offense a chance to get moving.
Calzada pocket, throws, completes, Chapman, slant, caught, Anias spins at the 30, out of a tackle, runs to the South Carolina sideline, to the 35, face mask upcoming, handoff up the middle, gets across the 40-yard line, to the 35, still on his feet, drags defenders to the 26-yard line, stopped at the line of scrimmage, and 20 yards later, Isaiah, right side, cuts inside the numbers and the hashes and drags that tackler. Calzada pocket, it's clean, down the middle, caught, touchdown, Jalen Weidemeyer. Touchdown, Aggies.
Boy, it's just a skinny post right over the middle, and Zach threw Jalen Weidemeyer a bullet.
Hey, great job. Hey.
You gotta hold my mans. You can't hold him, bro.
Hey, all day. Hey, all day.
Calzada rolls to his left, rifles a pass, caught by Anias at the 40, spins, goes back to try to get more yards at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 8, swing, caught, right side, Weidemeyer, 20, 10, inside the 5, touchdown on the dive, Jalen Weidemeyer, his 2nd of the game, celebrates with the Yell leaders, and the Aggies have a 20-0 lead.
What I tell you?
You like this?
Up the middle, he's going to lose yards. I mean, that defense just collapsed on him. 2 tight ends in the game, and the snap is past Nolan. It is loose inside the 10. Aggies have it. Aaron Hansford turned over. Wow. Nolan went to call a play. It was snapped past him, and the race for the football, the last dive by Aaron Hansford. Aggies have it.
Hustle to the ball, baby. Hustle to the ball, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you said make a play, right?
Spiller to the right of Calzada. In motion left to right is Anias. Right up the middle. Touchdown, Isaiah Spiller. Touchdown, Aggies.
That Aggie O-line. Huge hole for Isaiah right up the middle.
It's Spiller time! Let's go!
Touchdown, Aggies.
The Aggies
Aggies not only get the turnover, they get the points off turnovers.
It's all A&M in this one. In the first 2 quarters, the defense allows 11 total yards, the lowest first-half output in an SEC game since 2008. Tacking on 3 more late in the second, the Aggies amass a 31-0 lead heading to the break. The Pulse, Texas A&M football, is presented by Gallery Furniture, free delivery today, and by 44 Farms, proud sponsor of Fighting Texas Aggie Athletics.
Killer mentality. Go out and finish this thing. Right? Finish and give us all 4 quarters today. All 4 quarters tonight. Finish it.
Go for 30 more minutes. All right? Don't let up. No weaknesses. Go. Make them feel you when you tackle them.
That's just one half. One play at a time, one situation at a time, one moment at a time. Put your will upon them. Nothing lets up. Nothing changes. We got to win this half. Scoreboard does not matter. We look at it when it's over with. That's all that matters.
31-0 essentially equals nothing. Regardless of the score, you have to play the second half the same as the first.
Calzada, swing, right side. Isaiah catches it at the 21, and still on his feet, 35-yard line. Pressure up the middle. Calzada slings it, caught, 45, 50, 48-yard line of South Carolina, carrying Monteric Brown on his back. Slant caught, Jalen Preston inside the 20 to the 15-yard line. 33 yards to JP. Choked the snap, Constantino puts it down, and Seth Small with his second field goal of the game. Aggies 34, South Carolina nothing.
This defense keeps doling it out to the Carolina offense, proving why they're one of the best in the nation.
The snap to Nolan. Pressure hit by Tyree Johnson. Sacked by Tyree Johnson. His second of the game. High snap, right shoulder. Here comes Clemens. And a sack from the other side. Clemens pressured him, and then McKinley Jackson make the sack.
Yeah, you never know where it's coming from. They saw Clemens coming out from that left side. McKinley Jackson right up the middle. And he'll get the sack and the loss, and it'll be 4th and about 14.
Sure, Devon A-Chain features lightning speed, but proves he can carry some load and bring a little thunder to the ground game, too.
A-Chain right up the middle. A-Chain's at the 40. A-Chain to the 47-yard line. Bouncing outside, Devon A-Chain across midfield. 45-yard line of South Carolina. Hand off to A-Chain. That number 42 makes a block for A-Chain, and he gets across the 35, right on the 35-yard line, the 4-yard gain. A-Chain left side, big hole on the left side, 35, 20, 15, 10, A-Chain, touchdown, 6 for 6, this from 35.
It's just a handoff to the left side. He can take it in, he can take it out. He just took it right through them all, and that's that speed I'm talking about. Nobody figured he was going to take it to the house.
It's late, and the opposition has no chance. Time for some younger Aggies to get their opportunity.
Daniels left side angles, gets around the left side at the 30 to the 25. Step to the numbers. First down gain for him, a 12-yard gain for Amari Daniels, and they are high on this young man. Daniels left side by the Aggie sideline, inside the 20, stays on his feet and got inside the 15-yard line. Seth Small with the 31-yard field goal gives the Aggies a 44-0 lead. High snap, handoff, run to the right side, cut back inside to the hashes, and a touchdown for South Carolina. The 9-yard touchdown run by Marshawn Lloyd. The snap to Jason Brown. Back in the pocket, has time. Go route down the left side. Intended for Van. It's intercepted. Tyreek Chappelle got his first. Pass right side, bobbled. Intercepted by Deuce Harmon in front of the South Carolina bench. Deuce gets a pick. Now a 3rd and 8. Back at the Aggie 12 on the left hash. Jason Brown, pressure coming. Rolling to his left. Brown throwing on the run to the end zone. Caught for a touchdown. Amari Daniels, Jacob Graham, surround to Blake Bose, takes the knee, for the Fighting Texas Aggies. A 44-14 win here at Kyle Field. 3 wins in a row for the Aggies. They moved to 6-2 and 3-2 in SEC play.
First of all, congratulations. You went out and you took care of business. You did it from the opening tip. I mean, defensively, thought we were outstanding in the game. Thought we were, controlling the lines of scrimmage. They had 11, 12, maybe 25 total yards almost through 3 quarters. You guys did an outstanding job. But then I'm going to say this. Offensively, you went out, we had a big punt return, special teams, got right off the bat, great job getting it. Give zero space, man. Him and 6, you give them space back there, man. We're going to make yards, okay? Offensively, you come down, took control, had 1 turnover on something there, but the rest of the time we're scoring every drive. We didn't finish in the second half. We tried to get a little aggressive in the throwing, should have scored a touchdown, we ended up with a field goal. We got to clean some of that up, all right? And then, but you young guys, defense and offense, when you get in the game, you got an opportunity to play. You understand you're 1 or 2 plays from being in the game, and we give up 2 drives, we couldn't get a first down. Listen, I know it's new and all that, you don't get to do it, but we got to relax. We got to make sure you take advantage of opportunity. Now, there's no reason to be down. That's part of growing. You learn from that. Go back and practice and go back to your fundamentals, understand what you did wrong, and get better. Stay true to the process, guys. Listen, we've changed our whole demeanor as a football team for one thing. We went back to doing the ordinary things like we always did. The process, keeping the locker room clean, being on time for where we're going, doing what we're supposed to do, practicing the way you're supposed to practice, playing the way you're supposed to play, putting your will upon people, being physical. Anytime you get out of whack, go back to your fundamentals of what it will always bring you back, okay? Now, we got a lot of room to grow. We're 6-2 right now, which don't matter. 8 weeks, we need an off week. Now, next week is I'm going to rest for a little bit, then we're going to next week's get better week. We got to get better fundamentally. We got to clean a lot of things up. And we're 2/3 of the way done with this season. We got 4 more games. There's a lot of ball left, man. You don't know what can happen down this stretch now. You understand me?
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of football, a lot of things to play for right here now. More importantly, anytime we play and keep score, we play one way. I don't care what we're playing for, where it's going, what's happening. You got to understand. They're playing in the parking lot, wherever you play. You line it up, and you strap it up, and you play.
Heading into the bye week, the Aggies have reached a checkpoint, and it's a good time to check in with the head coach on where this team stands.
It's a team that's endured. I think it's a team that's grown. It's endured a lot of injuries in the beginning, having 8-9 starters out, playing a lot of young players who now understand not only how to play, but how to prepare, and the grind it takes and the mental toll it takes, and the ability you have to, the level you have to compete at, and the way you have to compete on both sides of the ball. And I think it's a team who's right now, I think we're on the rise right now.
Ranked 14th in the AP after the Carolina win, the stretch run in November is on the horizon. In what is already a wild year in college football, A&M needs to just keep running their own race. Who knows who'll stumble towards the finish line.
You don't know what's going to come down the pike. And right now, and we got some really significant games in front of us, so we have a chance to have some very big-time wins and things, and let us grow as an organization, and let the chips fall where they may. But what we got to do is continue to grow and build off this experience in which we've had, where we got set back and we're coming, and understand how to overcome and persevere, and then you see where things are.